So, 7 seasons of Nurse Jackie in a massive, I have no idea how many days binge watch. We see Edie change dramatically. Um, Once again, no spoilers. If you have never seen Nurse Jackie, I mean, obviously, it's been off the air for a while, and I just finally watched it for the first time this week. Um, Little rough start. I mean, I it took me like 2 seasons, seasons, to get over the fact that basically she looked and sounded like Denis Leary. And then, of course, the first of a series of facelifts. And the length of the hair grew. She grew her hair out and looked slightly less like Denis Leary. But the it was basically one of the things that struck me. Uh, House, and if you were making some weird, I mean, that you didn't even know you were making, kind of male to female comparison and all this political mumbo jumbo, where he had an hour long show, she had a half-hour long show. They both did drugs, but he was a doctor, man. She was a nurse, woman. Blah 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 blah. Is it like a fraction of the money, a fraction of the time, a fraction of this, and she did naughty things for drugs, and he didn't really have to do that. He did naughty things for fun. Um, so yeah, that may be they may have consciously or unconsciously done that. Um, their ebb and flow seemed good. I mean, she actually reminded me of one of my many exes, and or actually a couple of them. Yeah, the compulsive lying. Even when they're sober, they're lying. They're lying when they get caught. They're lying for no apparent reason. They're just lying, and that was something I don't really like. I'd rather avoid I'd rather avoid the truth than tell a lie, which is to some people lying, but to me, you know what? It's not lying because I'm pretty. Right now, I don't have that switch anymore, so I'm pretty brutal about my assessments. I really don't care what people think. It makes it much easier to be honest. Uh, anyways, I gave it 2 stars because it's a little slow. It could have been, I mean, with what they had, they could have done so much more in that time. And like I said, 84 episodes, I believe. 80, so 42 hours. And basically, it's like I remember in one season, which is 12 episodes a year, okay, 3 episodes in a row were continuous days. It's like one long blurry day, and I remember those too. Um, it's so once again that continuity. The kids' ages at first, the first couple seasons were really confusing because you got 10-year olds grow up, and before you know it, you can't really say that they're still 10 for 3 years. It's one of those things you can't really do. And actually, Max, in fact, the kids actually probably did a better job than most of the adults in this show. And they definitely grew as actors over the 7 years that they did this show, and dealt with some pretty serious issues from 8, 10 years old up to their teens, through their teens. So yeah, it's definitely worth watching, but don't over expect. And yeah, I prefer binge watching because definitely, if I had to wait a year for those little episodes to come out, or even waiting a week per episode, I probably would have lost interest a lot faster.